Hey, thanks for checking out the video. Today we get to take a look at something brand new from Sofirn. This is their new release. It's the SC13 and it's a tiny little 18350 flashlight, but it is capable of 1300 lumens on its max output, which is pretty crazy. It's got an SST40 LED inside, put on a nice cool white light. Here's a look at the box it comes in. I did open this already and try the product out, so it's not an official unboxing right here, but I put everything back kind of how it came just to give you an idea of how it comes and what's included. You get the manual. We will go over all of the specs, the features, the operation of this light in this video. So I'm going to skip over the manual for now. But in addition to that, you get the light itself. Comes in a bubble wrap pouch here. There's a stainless steel clip that was actually hanging onto the magnetic base of the flashlight. The flashlight itself we'll look at a little bit more in depth in a moment. But you got this little tab here reminding you to remove the little tab that blocks the battery connection in the tail right here. So you got that. I guess we're looking at the light already, so let's just get right into the SC13. Here's a look at the threading, square threading, and it's very well lubricated, super smooth. Love to see that. There's this magnetic tail cap, little place for a lanyard attachment there. And here's a look at the inside. And then, yeah, the battery's also included. It's an 18350 branded by Sofirn, has a max capacity of 1100 milliamp hours, voltage 3.7 nominal voltage on this. So yeah, good looking battery, comes with the product. And then, see the light itself, very small, like I mentioned before. It's kind of short and stout. Yeah, just look at it in hand. Pretty tiny little light, but 1300 lumens coming out of this baby. Let's look at the face of it, and this is one of the things I find the most interesting about this light. That lens is interesting to me. I've never seen something like it. It's kind of ripply. Got that LED centered nicely right in the center, but then from there, the lens kind of has all these not waves, but it appears that way. Pretty interesting. So we'll check out the beam profile as well in this video. There's a look at the light. You've got a rubberized switch right here. Feels really good. And it does have a battery status illuminator right here to give you an idea of your charge. This will be red when charging and green when fully charged as well. On the opposite side is the port cover. This light is USB-C rechargeable. And on that note, they do give you that cable as well. So USB-A to USB-C cable included with the light. Nice long looking cable too from the look of it. And they also give you 2 spare O-rings and a lanyard as well. So if you like to run a lanyard on your tiny little light like this, you do have the option to do so. So that's a look at what's included with the light, but enough table talk for now. Let's take it outside and check out the beam shots. We are now a few feet away from a blank wall just to check out the beam profile of the SC13, which looks like this. So as you can see, you kind of get a nice warm hot spot in the center. And to my eye, it just appears like brilliant, just pure white, but it kind of looks yellowish on the camera I'm seeing. And then you got a bluish purplish tinge around that hot spot. That I do see in person. So, but as we walk closer to the wall, you're gonna see some halos start to come in around the edge. So I think that's because of that lens design. It's very interesting. You don't notice those at all. If you're just using the light at any sort of distance, you really can't see those. I'm gonna pan the light over, you can see them there, but if you're just using the light and focusing where you're actually pointing the flashlight, you don't see those at all. But just something interesting I thought I'd point out. All right, now we're looking at the SC13's moonlight mode. According to Sofirn, this is 1 lumen. It does kind of appear brighter than that to me, but I'm no expert and I don't have a lumen tube. That moonlight mode can run for 100 hours though, according to Sofirn. That's amazing runtime on that output. Next, we're looking at low right now. This is 10 lumens and can run for just under 18 hours on this output. Also very impressive runtime. Now we're gonna step up to medium, which is 150 lumens. This has 70 meters of throw and can run for 3.5 hours on this output. And that beam profile really starting to become visible now as well as we pan the camera. High mode is 500 lumens, and this has 131 meters of throw. Can run for 1.5 hours and has just over 4,200 candela. Turbo is up next. This is max output 1300 lumens. This will eventually step down to 500 lumens, just probably to preserve battery and heat. Strobe coming up, hit the deck, cover your eyes, look away, skip ahead, like and subscribe, do something. But there's that strobe, and it is a variable rate of strobe, so if you're into that, the SC13 has you covered. But I'm not really into strobe myself, so I'm gonna stop. But yeah, that's the practical output of the SC13. All right, and the user interface of the SC13 is very straightforward, nothing too crazy going on, which I love, the simplicity of operation. Before we get to that though, I wanted to mention a couple other things about this flashlight. It is IP68 water rated, and it is also drop rated to 1 meter, so drop safe to 1 meter. It's about a little over 3 feet, 3¼ feet or so, if you're living in the States like I am. But in any case, durable little light based on the specs. I also want to show how the clip attaches to the flashlight. There's this collar area right up near the bezel, right at the very top most portion near the head of this light. Can be rotated 360 degrees around this point, and the retention on it is good, which is great, and it's going to carry very deeply in pocket. You can imagine pocket line being up here. Virtually nothing's going to be sticking above that point on this flashlight. So interesting little clip design. And then one other thing I realize is that you have the bill of a cap and you want to use this as a makeshift headlamp. You know, you could clip, the way this clip is oriented, it can function in that way. So that's pretty cool. And the beam profile is pretty well suited to that as well. It's not too pinpointed or I guess focused. So it would make a decent little makeshift headlamp in my opinion. But other than that, let's talk about the operation of the SC13, starting with the moonlight mode. If you just hold the light from off, hold the switch down for about a second and a half, you're going to access its lowest output. And it's a nice low usable amount of light for sure. It's not too low. It is a little brighter than some moonlight modes I've been accustomed to, but nonetheless, practical output for sure. And then the other normal modes, after you turn the light on, just by holding down the switch, you're going to cycle through the other various modes. And you can just stop on low, medium, or high, whatever output you prefer. Double click will bring you in turbo. It's max output. And instead of triple clicking to get strobe, you're just going to double click again from turbo to get strobe. I'm going to spare our eyes here. Oh, sorry, yeah, just a double click. See, triple click didn't do anything. Double click, get you into strobe as a variable rate of strobe, as we mentioned before. And you can lock the flashlight out from off if you triple click. You're gonna get a couple blinks to let you know you've just locked out the flashlight. And if you pick it up later and forget and then click it, you're gonna get those 2 blinks again to let you know, hey, I'm locked out. You gotta unlock me. Unlocking the flashlight's the same exact process, 3 rapid clicks. And you're back in business. So that's really all there is to it with this light, which I greatly appreciate. Nothing too complicated, something that would be easy to explain to a friend or family member. So gotta love that, the SC13. All right, it always kind of seems funny to me to say final thoughts about something that I haven't owned or used very much. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the first impressions of the SC13. And that is that this is a really cool little light. I personally don't carry 18350 size flashlights very often, if at all. I just prefer the thinner, AA or AAA form factor for the day-to-day. However, there's no denying these lights give you much greater output and runtime as well. So, and that's why a lot of people like these. I know a lot of people in the comments, I've seen a lot of comments of people running the 18350 size light on the day-to-day. So if that's you, the SC13 might be an option, and I hope this video gave you a good look at it. There's a lot I do like about this thing. I like the magnetic tail. I like how deeply this can carry in pocket with the clip set up like this. I like that rubberized switch. USB-C rechargeable is always a win. And Sofirn does include everything you need to know to understand the product and keep it up and running. You got your charging cable included, spare O-rings, lanyard. You got the battery included as well, the clip. Everything's here. And Sofirn, I call them like one of the titans of value. And that just holds up right here with this flashlight as well. They save all the frills with the box, but they provide a great product for a great price. So if you want to pick this up, I will provide the link to the product in the description. Thanks again to Sofirn for the opportunity to check out this new release. If you have any questions or comments about this flashlight, please put them down below for us. I try to get the questions answered as fast as I can. But in any case, I really appreciate watching. As always, God bless you and hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care. Bye.